Alright, today we're going to learn how to paint this little guy here in Metal Mayhem, my abstract style. Alright, so what's considered Russia avant-garde? Alright, let's run through the colors.
Interactive, titanium white. Interactive, blue black.
So this is a period for Russian avant-garde that's from basically 1850, 1860s, all the way to 1930s. And so this is the kind of the crumbling of the Russian Empire, especially when they enter World War I. Basically, Russia kind of overextended itself. They were very harsh on the peasants to get soldiers to fight, and then the whole Tsar Empire fell apart. And during this time frame, a lot of ideas about different art expressionism, Ryanism, constructivism, and many other movements had come up. Futurism came into play in Russia. Some of them from the West, some of them, kind of as outspringing of Russian ideas as well. But by the 1932, Lenin had fallen, they consolidated the power in the Soviet Union, and Stalin came to power and basically crushed all this avant-garde movements as bourgeoisie, influenced by the West. And at that point, they forced everyone to switch over to socialist realism or go to prison. So a lot of artists end up in the Gulag, or they fled the Soviet Union if they were lucky. So I had this really small, brief moment of art flourishing of different art styles when there was an opening up in the government, kind of a revolutionary environment. But after it became autocratic again, it reverted back to this traditional art, which is kind of ironic in the sense that the art movements under the Soviet avant-garde were actually revolutionary, while socialist realism was basically a hark back to realism, which was bourgeoisie in essence, except that it had Soviet heroes. But just due to the bad taste of Stalin and Lenin, they reverted to this socialist realism style. And strangely enough, you have artists like Picasso also adapted that, which Picasso was a big fan of communism because they helped fight the fascists inside of Spain. So he really hated the fascists for ruining his own country. And so he was, kind of naively brought under communism as the hero fighting the fascists in Spain, but he didn't realize that the communists formed their own gulags and all this horrible stuff that actually became worse than probably what Franco did in Spain. So this is kind of where the Russian avant-garde comes from and how it was quickly grew and then quickly crushed under Soviet realism style. That's my question of the day. All right, we just finished the painting. Let's take a closer look. So this has this blue-black color. It's really nice with a little bit of gray mixed in there with the white mixed into the paint, so it's kind of a gray version. This has kind of a bold look to it. Very simple and quick to make. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you have to be very confident when you do this style because you're using a lot of paints, a lot of material. So the results can be good or some results can be bad. I don't want to just kind of stick with one color. I had multiple colors in mind when I first started, but then I thought it'd be really cool if we do just one color, see what the results would be. I like it. Hopefully you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe below. And I'll see you in the next painting video. Thanks for watching, guys.